Wealthy families are adding forests to their portfolios. Bloomberg Tom Crowder spent much of his 2-year career in the NFL running away from men who weighed upwards of 300 pounds. These days, trees don't move as fast as Pro Bowl linebackers, Crowder says on a recent field trip to a client's timber farm in South Carolina overlooking the alligator-populated Wacamo River. As Turtle's son, Crowder is among more than 200 experts employed by Bank of America's Specialty Asset Management Group, or SAM, which manages more than 94,000 assets with a value of $13.6 billion for individuals and institutions. The target client returns for timberland totaled 3.2% in 2018, compared with 2.4% so far this year, according to an index from the National Council of Real Estate Investment Fiduciaries, A. John Kelly, a SAM national executive, says long-term themes sell. The decline in air for clients willing to make these long-term bets. SAM brings in what it calls boots-on-the-ground specialists from 38 offices across the U.S. They have an average of more than 15 years of experience, Kelly says, and some have been in their field for more than 30 years. Many, like, an exception is Nancy Fahmy, the head of alternative investments, who was tapped to also lead SAM last year after spending most of her 23-year career dealing in esoteric financial assets in New York. This is a different world for Crowder, who grew up in Arkansas on his family's timber farm. It's familiar territory. While on the trip Crowder covered a lot of ground over the course of a day, giving a crash course in timber management. He detailed the bank's roster of clients includes people from both the U.S. and overseas. Investors knew it has a transformative effect in a lot of ways when they actually get to see it, feel it, touch it, and sometimes in the case of farmland smell it, Kelly says. It goes beyond and the numbers for real asset deals, such as predicted profits and hurdle rates, don't correspond to typical Wall Street metrics. In some cases, the assets do produce revenue in the form of logs, crops, livestock, or oil and gas, but buyers have to get comfortable with multi-year time horizons for returns. A timber farm, this is not like stocks and bonds, Kelly says. This is not something, there are other reasons to be careful. Universities include the California Public Employees Retirement System, the largest U.S. public pension system, is restructuring its forest land portfolio after its investments lost an average of 1.1% annually over the last 10 years, according to a presentation at a September meeting. The forest lands, that's why Bank of America emphasizes the importance of its experts, who hand-pick properties for direct purchases. Farmland special, that depth of knowledge is important when the SAM experts are sitting across the table from savvy investors and being grilled by them and, of course, when they're showing off the land. Crowder goes to great lengths out there. He once waded through. Among his clients are New Yorkers who consider Central Park a forest. He points out it's incredible to make a career out of something that you're so passionate about, Crowder says. He spends much of Nguyen as a finance reporter at Bloomberg News in New York, with John Gittelsson. To contact the author of this story Len Nguyen in New York at lenguyen35 at bloomberg.net. To contact the editor responsible for this story Siobhan Wagner at swagner33 at bloomberg.net. For more articles like this, please visit us at Copyright 2019 Bloomberg LP.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,